Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how can you use Maximo to convert some animation to for our Unity model. And here's a video that others made. We can have a look at it.
You'll notice Mixamo has its own default character. This isn't great for our specific, so we'll upload our own model. Upload the FBX model from the description below.
So at the first you have to upload your own model. How can you do that? You're gonna head into the Maximo website. I'll probably link it to you. And anyway, after you get into that website, you're gonna hit the upload character button to upload your character. But before you do that upload, there's one thing that I need to tell you. So let me just close that. There's another thing about it. Is that you're gonna use a software called Blender. Yeah, inside of that software, when you open it, you will see nothing. But you can always do some importing. Here you can import a FBX model. For me, I only got one model, this one. So I'm gonna hit the import button, and after that, you should say model like this. You could click your middle wheel to rotate around and press shift with your middle button to do a pen move. Anyway, this is your model, and for now you see no corners. Well, that's normal because you didn't render it. If you press the F12 keyboard on your keypad, you should see the rendered result. You could also let's say, how can you set this view as a camera view? Well, you could do this. You could hit the Control and Alt and the number 0 on your number pad E. You do that together. Now you set the camera view as a current view. Now if you press the F5, now if you press the F12 again, you should see the rendered result, and this is exactly what we want with the corner render. But that's not the main point that I want to talk to you. The main point is that for our model, we got the predefined caps or bones that was bounded into our model, but we shouldn't have it because with those boundings, after we uploaded that model to the Maximo website, we'll get some errors. So what you need to do is to delete those boundings, and after that you would say something like this. That's fine. All you have to do is to export your model to a FBX file. After that, we are ready to upload it to the Maximo website.
Okay, so most of this do its job. Okay, so it has brought up another menu, so it needs to make sure you're okay. So right, and the fingers can either straightforward. But this.
After that, you may say your character incorrect. You could hit the buttons on the left side to adjust your model, and then you're gonna drag those points to your models. Let's have a look at this process.
Place the markers to the body part, so as you can see, they have a very nice color-coded guideline window to achieve the best result. So let's start with a chain around here. So we'll grab the wrist, and symmetry is turned on, so it's gonna do the other one for you. And you can always turn off the symmetry, but I don't know why you wanna do that. So for the elbow, do that for the knee.
Anyway, after those dragging, you'll get a graph like this. Now you hit the next button. After a while, you would say it's correctly bounded. And now what you can do is to download your model by clicking the download button. For me, I already downloaded it right in here. It's called Mine Working 2 FBX. Here, as you could say, it's right in here. I'm gonna call this model working model. And here's a little icon. When you click that, you will see a bunch of different things out there, and one of them is actual action. So what you could do is to press the Control with D, then it will copy that animation to the folder where this object is. And for now, we got this animation, but it has a bad length, so we need to rename it to working. So and now we got an animation called working. And what you need to do is to go to the controller, the animation controller. You double click it, then drag that animation into your controller's view. And also you may want to check this loop time. You want to enable the loop, so it will do that animation forever. And then you go to your models, which is this one. What you could do is to drag it into your scene. Now, as you could say, this model is quite large. It's larger than the previous model that we made. We need to scale it for a little bit. I'm gonna set it to 0.4, and 0.4. It still seems too small. but that's fine. Let's move it for a little bit. Okay, now it is right in front of our previous character. Let's run our game to see the results. Okay, we get nothing. Why? Yeah, it's probably because we didn't drag that animation controller into our game object. And after, let's say, after we did that, we run this game again. Now, as you could say, our character is correctly working without any problem. Yeah, you could say that's quite good. It's beautiful. I love this kind of working. It's more beautiful than we did before. Sorry, I think I shouldn't make a tutorial anymore. You know, the tutorial kind of stuff it's not my priority. Because there are tons of tutorials that are talking about this website and how you can make that animation. So I'm not gonna focus on the tutorial. This is just part of that. What I really want to do is to replace our old character with this new one. So I'm gonna move this character to where it should be. The quickest way for doing it is just do a copy about that model. And we're gonna put it into the model. Lally. Oh, that's how they call it. So for this one, this is a row model. Yeah, I was thinking about that because for now, it seems like every animation that a model could use is deeply connected with the model itself. So I was thinking about that. Maybe we should just move all those animations that are related to this character into this folder where the character model located. So for the old controller and old kind of stuff, we're gonna delete all of them. So in the end, inside of the animation folder, we only got the controller for the ceiling and the animation for that ceiling. But even so, I still think that it's not a good way to it's not a good structure. So for now, what I'm gonna say is to make a folder called setting, then remove all those controller and kind of stuff that are related to that setting into that folder. Then let's go back to the model, and for model, now we got a folder called animation that any animation that related to this character should be put it into this folder. Okay, after the refactor of our files, now we need to do the real stuff. We need to replace our old character with the newest one. Let's say first we're gonna drop it into our hierarchy window. Then great, so here we got a new model, which is this big giant. We're gonna do some resize for it. 0.4. Why cannot change it? 0.4, 0.4, and 0.4. No, it's too little. Let's make it bigger. Okay, 0.5 would be just great. No, let's make it 0.45 or just 4. I think the 4 would be fine. Okay, so this is our new character and this is old one. Here's a good news for you guys. You don't have to remember those values. All you have to do is do a copy for this component, and you're gonna go to somewhere else and you collect this one. You say past component as new. You would get something like this. So it's cool. So at least that for now we could just delete the old one. That will be fine. Then we're gonna we're gonna do some changes about the camera. We're gonna look at the new camera or the new object that we have. For now, let me just play this new character. Yeah, we got it right. So this is our new character and it is working. He's in working. Yeah, why cannot? Oh, yeah. We could control it, and in the end, it looks something like this. And as you would say, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. We are controlling our character, and she's in working. I would say this is perfect. Here we go. This is again quite nice. Yeah, but we got some problems. You know, even if we didn't really control our character, the character is still in the working, so it's not right. We should make some logic to handle this. To be able to control the animation, we will need to create an animator at our script. Then at the first, we need to get that component. And to build all this, there should be animator. So then we would say, let's say vertical, horizontal. Yeah, let's make a variable out of it. So I'm gonna say, let's make a variable. I don't know if we could do that. Variable. vertical inputs should be equal to the vertical inputs. Okay, then the horizontal one, we should also get that value. Horizontal inputs should be equal to horizontal inputs. So let me think about this code. So for this one, that will be the code that handles forward moving. For the following code, it should be the code that handles rotation. And again, for the following, that should be those codes that handles the jump. Alright, now if we look back, what it should be, let's say if vertical input greater than 0 or horizontal input is greater than 0, then we're gonna play that animate by doing this. Animator play with the animation name we have. Now we only got 2 animations. The first one is called working and the second one is called standing. You may ask me where I got that standing animation. Well, you don't have to. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where I got those animations. Well, basically you just have to go to here and you search for standing movements. After that, you download a FBX file. Then you open your FBX file, and in there you would find an animation. Then you press the Ctrl and D, get such animation out of your FBX model. Then you drag it. You drag that animation, for example, this one, drag into your animation controller or animator. That's how they call it. Then anyway, for now we got an animation called standing, and also we got an animation called working. We're gonna switch between those 2 animations. So if it's greater than 0, we would say animator play the working animation. Then if it's not, we would just play the standing animation. Yeah, after that, let's try it out. Yeah, for now, as you could say, our character is standing right in there. But whenever I press the moving key, or character starts to moving, and then when I stop, or animator just standing there without doing any movements. Now, if I stop it again, you would say, or character standing right in there. Beautiful. So this is basically how we control our character with animations. Great. So that's today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.